Jay and Adam. It's Preview. Hey, Peaches! Welcome to Previewed, where friends don't let friends review Disney Plus musical presentations alone.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
And today, because you guys requested it a lot, we're going to react, review, riff, and at the end we're going to recommend the new Disney Plus musical movie version, I guess. Sure, why not?
The Hammer film.
It was great. Good video. No, everyone was like, hey, did you guys watch Hamilton yet? Have you watched Hamilton? Jay, you told a story a couple weeks ago about how you took Kimberly, your now wife, to Hamilton on the night you proposed to her.
Yeah.
And that's what made her cry. So,
yeah.
like, Hamilton's important to you.
Yeah.
You guys have seen Hamilton? Have you seen Hamilton?
Have you seen it?
What
do you think?
What do you think of Hamilton? What do you think? What do you think? So, okay, Jay, you have seen both now versions of it.
Yes.
What was your initial reaction to the Disney Plus version of it?
Well, I mean, of course it was amazing. Let's put it this way. Sometimes when they tape a musical, it gets lost in the wash a little bit.
Okay.
Because it is such an art form that is very, very much meant to be seen live.
Okay.
And like be in the room where it happens. But I think they did actually a really nice job of shooting this thing. But it's a double-edged sword, I think.
Okay.
Because I think that a lot of the like closer up shots like really helped bring people into the show in a way, and it really like fleshed out like what a lot of the characters were doing. At the end of the day, I felt it frustrated me because you have this ensemble in this show. The ensemble in Hamilton works their brains out. They're on stage all the time. This show is choreographed within an inch of its life. It is so jam-packed full of like really interesting stage pictures from an ensemble perspective. And in some of the close-ups, I felt like we are missing like a really grander stage picture right now.
Okay.
And it felt to me that like some of the close-ups felt more in the service of the actors portraying these characters in getting notoriety for them than it felt like communicating the general like what the show is actually doing. If I know that's assuming a lot, but sometimes I was like, I feel like we could have zoomed out on this a little bit more and seen everything that's going on, and we would have like you could have communicated what the show actually is trying to communicate on a grander scale, but we just had to see Lynn closer, which is fine. I understand it made it more compelling as a movie, but as a theater piece, sometimes I feel like it got a little bit muddied. Okay. That being said, this is the nitpickiest stuff in that I think this recording communicated how amazing Hamilton is and how amazing these performances are, like so effectively. But also at the end of the day, Hamilton's just really good. It's kind of hard to screw up that show with taping it because it's already so good.
Well, this is the first time I've ever seen it, and initially I was shocked that this was a 4-year-old version of the show because it came up. It says it was taped in April, or no, it was like October or something like of 2016. I was like, wow, really? 4 years ago? Damn,
Yeah,
they've been sitting on this for 4 years. I'm not a fan of Broadway shows in general. I'm just not. I don't like the pageant.
I love them.
I know you do. I don't like the pageantry. I don't like all the hoopla and the special effects and all the bullshit.
I just imagine Adam sitting in the back of a Broadway show being like, why are they singing?
Why are they stop dancing and move the story forward?
Stop it.
God, this is so boring.
Knock it off.
But the whole thing was so good. The whole story communicated itself so easily. Nothing distracted from the main story, from the songs. Everything was working in perfect concert with each other. It was amazing.
There's no fluff songs in this show, which is really nice, because sometimes you get like a funny song that like a side character will sing and there'll be a dance and it's fun, but it doesn't really do anything. And this, it's like, the most fluffy song is maybe the King's stuff, but even that is still giving you perspective on other things.
The performance of the show is so good that it makes even the okay songs fantastic.
Yeah.
And the fantastic songs just...
yeah,
phenomenal.
What was your favorite number?
I mean, I really liked. The opener is great.
Yeah.
My Shot is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right Hand Man is really good. And the Duel.
Okay.
And a lot of the songs repeat in other songs.
Yes, reprise.
Yeah, it's fantastic because there's lots of little reprises throughout the whole
Well, and
show.
also every character kind of has their own similar themes musically, which is really fun. I like all the Burr stuff. Honestly, all of his Wait For It is... I remember seeing Wait For It at the Public and being like, I was like, Kanye's mad he didn't write this song. I was like, this is a Kanye track.
Oh.
I was like, there are some like it's like really, there's a lot of really fun musical theater references. There's even way more hip hop references. Like there's like a lot of like really cool stuff happening. But like the room where it happens for me is like it.
Oh,
it is
okay.
it. And also and I appreciate how it takes a historical moment and makes it very approachable in a really fun and cool way. But like when you're going through where the room happens, I was like, yeah, why is the Capitol in Washington? Like, why is that there? Like, why is it at the Potomac? That makes no sense. And then when he comes out and he's just like, no, like, we have the banks. Like, that they're going to have to come here. Like, he's like, they'll have, like, all their fancy buildings, but, like, we'll be the ones that are actually in charge. I was like, oh, that's good. I was like, oh, I'd never... But, you know, that's the kind of thing you learn in school, and you're like, yeah. Like, this... Hamilton is just a lot of the, like, yeah, historical moments. It's like, oh, no, this was really cool. Okay.
I so much that I looked up, like, how accurate it was. For the most part, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of...
They fudge some things here and there.
They kind of really just fill in some of the fluff a little bit.
Sure.
They kind of... They shine it up a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
But for the most part, it's pretty correct. Who is your favorite performer? Who do you think have the best
Dude,
performance?
David Diggs is the best thing. Is straight up.
The role he played was...
David Diggs plays Lafayette / Thomas Jefferson. He's the best thing. It's
Yes, he was. Yes,
I think
he was.
there's another YouTuber that made the comment. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry. We can give you credit when I figure it out. Said that, like, I understand now why Hollywood has been cramming David Diggs down our throat because he's magnificent. Like, I understand why he came out of nowhere for most people, but like
he stole that show.
Yeah,
he stole that show. It's so good.
Yeah.
What I miss is a fantastic Act 2 opener. It's just so good.
Because Thomas Jefferson is a huge character, but again, he's not really in the first act because he's not there.
Nope.
So it's just like, hey, here's the major player of Act 2, like, we're just gonna... Here you go. You like him, kind of, and he's likable, but also, he explains why he wasn't there. Like, I mean, you know, it's great.
Yeah. Overall, the show, the performances were fantastic. The music is just, it's beyond. The staging is so well utilized.
Yeah.
And the turntable, it's just the hurricane song. Was it the Eye of the Hurricane, right?
Hurricane, you're right.
And then when they spin back time real quick, the sisters' like version of the events was so...
Well, the only time the turntable
well
goes in the other direction is during when time goes backwards and in Hurricane.
Oh.
Because the rotating always goes in the same direction except for those two moments.
I didn't realize that. It's very smart.
You know how Hamilton always points up and Burr always points down?
No.
There's tiny little things in there that's just like really like, it's just like, it's just nice to see theater where people really give a shit. Like, about like the nitty gritty small stuff. And I know that's just like Lynn in a nutshell. He's not only an amazing creator of musical theater, but like he's such a fan of it. And he only makes things when he really cares about it. And it, like, you can just tell. Hamilton brought about like a new renaissance and a new interest for theater.
Yeah.
Which was amazing and awesome. But it's the kind of thing where it's just like, hey, you can't let Wagyu beef be the thing that like gets you into steak. You know what I mean? Because everything after that is going to be like, oh, this isn't as good. It's like, yes, yeah. You drove in a Porsche, and then the next thing you got in was a Mazda. Great, Mazda makes a great car, but it's not Porsche.
No, it is not. Let's talk about the end of the show, which everything's building. Burr kills Hamilton, that jackass, and that last number And the fact that it was like the storyline kind of going throughout of like writing down your story, like just writing everything down so that everyone knows your story.
Legacy.
And Hamilton dies, and Eliza, right?
Yeah.
Is trying to like keeps going, lets everybody know what he was thinking. Does the orphanage, like the last number of the show, her singing about his legacy and trying to keep things going, was so powerful.
Yeah.
And I was losing it. I was trying to silently cry and not like just ugly cry, because my whole chest was like trying to hold in the feelings that I didn't want to ruin it for Amanda, because we were watching it together, because I was like, to just
you gotta let it go, man.
Lose it. I did afterwards, but like I was trying to hold it in, and the thing was, I'm losing it. It's so beautiful and amazing, and just everything's fantastic. And then Eliza dies, and she sees Hamilton, and he kind of leads her back to center stage. And she looks up and gasps, and the show's over. And that moment was so what? That it took me out of my emotional, like, what the heck, of my just emotional feelings.
Oh.
And it had like a logical brain of like, wait, what just happened? What just happened?
I have a different theory about what that is.
So what do you think happened?
Well, I think if you watch it again, when she's done singing and Alexander comes back, and I think that's why it's important that Lynn, at least for this, like the original production, Lynn plays Hamilton, because it's not, Hamilton doesn't come back, Lynn walks up to her and shows her like, hey, like this is the, like that's the reason why she gasps at the end, because she's like, this is the legacy, like people know.
Oh.
I think he's just like, hey, like you did a good job, thanks for telling us all about this stuff, because here's all these people watching the story. So,
okay, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. Not so much that Lynn was being Lynn showing her.
Yeah, I mean, but
I thought it was more like, anyone who watches Doctor Who, remember the 11th Doctor episode of Vincent and the Doctor?
Yeah.
When he takes Van Gogh from the past to the present.
Oh, you mean like the one of the few moments that like you truly ugly cry during Doctor Who?
Yes.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the Doctor.
Oh.
It's just like...
Yeah, I thought it was that type of moment of her, I guess, kind of getting there in a different path than you thought it was.
Yeah.
Of her seeing the show being made, and just like, but it was very like, just the way it was like, wait, what happened? It maybe kind of kicked me out of where I was at the moment. But just like, that's such a good, yeah. Okay, Jay, would you recommend people watching Hamilton?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Why don't?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's been the whole point.
It has been.
Guys,
Just making sure.
It's been we earned it. Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Watch it immediately if you haven't watched it yet, and if you have watched it, you can watch it again. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Those songs are freaking catchy as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you guys think of Hamilton? Let us know in the comments below, or hop on our Discord channel where lots of fun, cool people are talking about lots of fun, cool stuff. We'd love to have you join that conversation. The link is down below in our description box. So where up, like down there. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Do that YouTube that you do so well. Guacamole's extra. You historical loving weirdos, you.
Mm-hmm.
In 8 pounds of bag of space crap.
Space crap?
Yep.
8 pounds of revolutionary crap. In a 6-pound bag of British space crap.
How was your crap? Revolutionary.
Other videos are popping up here. Please watch those. We would appreciate it as much as we appreciate you watching this one. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.